Remember, if I tell you that you are not scared, but rather you are excited, you heard me right, okay? So we are redefining what fear is today. And then again, make sure you stick to the end of this video because I have got a golden nugget. Let's dive in. Hello, gracious people. Welcome to Unique Talks. And this is Jennifer Emmanuel Ego speaking with us here. And today we are redefining fear because fear is torment. Fear can deter us from achieving our dreams. It can cause delay. It can make us to lose so many opportunities. And this channel is all about living to our optimist potentials, and fear can cause us this thing. Well, you cannot be on this channel and snooze now. You cannot be on this channel and live as a mediocre. This is what this channel does, bringing us to making us to be more aware of ourselves and harnessing our God-given power. All right. With that being said, well, the human body cannot, or the human brain rather, cannot really differentiate between fear and excitement. Yes, it's the same physiology, it's the same reaction that we get, because when we feel either of them, adrenaline is being released into the body. And what adrenaline does is that it makes us to have palpitation, it makes us to freak out. So, but the truth is, in excitement, the interpretation is that I am happy. But with fear, it's like, oh, hard, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask this question, of which I know that it is common with most people, in fact, if not everyone. Okay, have there been any time that you wanted to do this thing, you wanted to accomplish this dream, or you want to try a new project, or you've got this task that you want to like perform, and all of a sudden, immediately you thought about it, you began to freak out, you started panicking and feeling uncomfortable? I think that should be common, because yeah, I do feel that as well. But it is the way I choose to react and face the fear that matters. Same thing goes to every other person. It is the way you choose to face it that matters, right? And I'm telling you us that it is absolutely normal. It is absolutely normal for you to freak out when you're about to perform a task, when you are faced with something new, or you want to try out something new. It is absolutely okay. It is normal, because the human brain was never really fashioned to try out new things. Because tracing back to our ancestors, what were they really doing? They were fending for food, for shelter, for clothing, for safety. All right, that was what they were really doing. All right, but how can we really redefine this fear and use fear for our own advantage? Well, I have got my own fears and all of that. And I know that fear most times is something within, is not really external, is something that is from our thoughts, really, majorly. It's not an external thing. Yeah, because if you remember the story of Princess Elsa in Frozen, so yeah, I am a great fan of cartoon. I'm a great fan of cartoon because most of these cartoons have really got a good storyline and they teach morals. So yeah, why not? So in Frozen, Princess Elsa was a gifted princess with a great magical power, but she was so scared of her own soul. She was scared of her own power, and she was hiding. She was hiding, and she nearly ruined her sister's life or people's life, even hers. She nearly ruined it because she was scared of it. But when she was able to realize who she was really meant to be, then she was able to harness her power and use it in the right direction. Good. So fear most times is from us. And 5 things that I have practiced and keep practicing that has really helped me to overcome most of my fears. One of them is affirmation. Good. I am a Christian and I know my source. I connect to my source. I know what God has said about me, because in the book of Timothy, First Timothy 1 verse 7, he said that I have not given you the spirit of cowardness, or the spirit of timidity, or the spirit of fear, but rather I have given you the spirit of love, the spirit of courage, and the spirit of self control. Okay, so this is what God has said about me, and He said that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So why not? I use what God has said about me to tell myself that I can do whatever I set my mind to, in as much as I have brought it also the authority and mandate of God Himself. I hope that helps. So, secondly, I practice self awareness. Like, I'm aware that I acknowledge that I am scared. So, you can acknowledge that you are scared. When you acknowledge that you are scared, then you'll be able to find a way of salvaging the situation. So I know that I am scared, and then I talk to myself, affirm great things, both from the Bible and like say specifically to what I am scared of. All right? I don't know if you understand what I mean. So self love. I know myself and I love myself well enough to accomplish that which I have got in my mind, if that makes sense. All right. So, thirdly, is quit self sabotage. Remember that I said that fear is mostly what is in us, it comes from us most times. So, quit self sabotage, affirm the great things God has spoken over you. All right. And then you'll be able to face your fear and conquer it and use it to your own advantage. All right? Good. Then, fourthly, is self compassion. Be compassionate on yourself. Be compassionate. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right? Even if you have failed before, you've done something and you ruined it, or something happened somehow. Nobody is above mistake. Everybody makes mistake. But give yourself that second chance of trying again, being self-compassionate. All right? Being compassionate on yourself builds resilience. It gives you that sense of great self-image. All right? Good. So the fifth one is change your response. Remember what I said from the beginning, that our brain cannot really differentiate between excitement and anxiety. But how it interprets it is what matters, isn't it? So you interpret fear to be what? To be excitement. Yes, perhaps you are scared of speaking publicly. All right. So perhaps when you now get to the stage, so instead of you to say, "Oh, I'm so nervous. Look at so many people here that are looking at me," or "This is this that," so you can quit saying that, and then instead you'll be like, I'm excited to speak to people. I'm excited to bring what I know to people, right? So you change change the perspective. Yeah, change it, because you've got this power in you. It's now you've been informed, okay? You start living your best life, because fear is an evidence of ignorance. And now you've been informed, live your best life. So I promised us a golden nugget at the end of the video. So the golden nugget here is, whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are very correct. So why don't you think you are capable? This quote is from Henry Ford. So till I meet you guys again, keep dreaming big, face your fears, clinch to your source and your maker, which is your God. And if you want me to double down, if you want me to double down on these 5 things I have mentioned, just leave it on the comment section and I will definitely respond. So love yourself, darlings, and be joyous. Bye for now.